What's up, guys? I have just finished watching the first episode of Stranger Things last night, and I'm about to watch episode 2. I just wanted to do a quick rundown of what I thought of the first episode. What is the deal with Massacre Elle all of a sudden? Suddenly, we've got the scene of her as a kid where she's killed a bunch of people. And yeah, she's killed people in the past, but it looked like she kind of went off the rails a bit and she's losing her mind. I don't know if this is going to be like another thing like they did with Game of Thrones, where they had Daenerys suddenly lose her mind, kill a bunch of people, and they have to kill her in the end. I don't know if they're going down that road with Elle, but I hope not, because I feel like, I hate it when they just kind of throw that in there for drama and they need to make the good guy suddenly go nuts and you have to kill him. I don't mind watching when characters change or go insane, turn evil, as long as they show the progression of it. I like to watch the actual brain ticking and moving, and then the reason behind why they are going insane. Like, give me more of that story on there. I don't want to fill in the gaps too much. I can't be bothered. I want to watch it on the screen. I don't want to be like, okay, I understand why they've done it at the end of the day. When I really think about it, I don't want to have to think about it. I want to just watch and be like, okay, this is what's happening. So yeah, I kind of found that interesting that they're going down that track now with Elle losing her mind. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to put it out there. I think Elle's probably going to die in some way. I hope it's not because she suddenly lost her mind and they have to, kill her or whatever. I hope she goes out guns blazing. I feel like she is going to, just because this sort of storyline, it's sort of like someone's going to die. So one of the characters are going to die regardless. They can't have them all survive at the end. I don't believe they will. If they do, that's pure fan service. Like, they're doing it just not to piss anyone off. But I feel like a story like this, someone's got to die. You can't expect every single main character to survive. There's too many of them. The cast is huge. So they cannot expect every single one of them to survive. It's just not possible. Not really. I mean, yeah, it's possible if they write it in the script, of course, but I don't feel like I'd like to watch it as a viewer. I don't want them to die. I like my fluff. I want everyone to survive, but then I feel like it's not realistic to the story. You've got all these demigorgons, demidogs, mind flayers, all of this. You've got all these massive monsters. You cannot expect everyone to survive. I also don't want someone just killed off for the sake of killing someone else for dramatic purposes. I want my death to be about a purpose. I want the death to be a purpose. You know what I mean? I want someone to die, say like Elle, for instance. I feel like her death would be with a purpose because she's the main girl. She's the one that's, she doesn't at the moment. I'm waiting for her powers to come back. But she's the one with the powers that can kill these things, that can stop everything. Like, she's the girl of the day. So obviously her dying makes sense if she died, because she'd be there sacrificing herself to save the world, So her death would be with a purpose. It'd be sad if she goes, I don't want her to die, obviously, but it would make sense if she did. But if any of the characters just died for no reason, or I hate off-screen deaths, they piss me off. I'm just saying that right now. If someone dies off-screen and just say, oh, by the way, that person died, that pisses me off. One of the biggest things, I'm going on a rant now, because I used to love True Blood, but the last season of True Blood really got me pissed off when Tara died, because all of a sudden they just yell out, she's dead. And I'm just like, are you freaking serious? After watching her entire story unfold, and then her mum, who abused her whole life, comes out and says, she died saving me, that really pissed me off. So they better not have a scene like that, because that just ruined the whole season for me. And I always loved True Blood. I used to watch it like crazy. But that just, I got really pissed off with the last season of that. Anyway, that's another thing. So I hope nothing like that happens. So yeah, I don't mind when characters go off the rails or if characters die, as long as there's a purpose behind it and as long as they show that kind of character development that shows it progressing to that point. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm making sense. But anyway, that's how I want my stories to go. I don't mind bad things happening as long as there's a purpose behind it happening. And it's not just there for a quick dramatic response that's going to piss me off. Anyway, that's my rant on that. So on a more lighter note, we've got the kids back at school. We have Mike and Dustin, who's joined the Hellfire Club. So they're getting their Dungeons and Dragons on, which is cool. And then you've got Lucas, who looks like he's going to become the new basketball star. He's getting into the more cool groups. So it looks like he might be distancing himself from the rest of the group now. But hopefully they can still maintain their friendship. I feel like they might separate for a while they're doing their own thing until they have to, you know, get back together again and all of that. And then of course you have Hopper, you know. Hopper, apparently he's in Russia. Is he in Russia? I don't know. Somewhere along the way he got picked up by the Russians, and I don't know if they've shipped him back to Russia or if maybe he's in some other compound, like they've put him in some place. Maybe he's still in America and he's just like in a Russian kind of, I don't know, base or something. I don't know. Is he in America? Is he in Russia? I think he's in Russia. But how did he get to Russia? I don't know. So we'll be able to see how that happens. Joyce has obviously found out about that now, so she's obviously going to be on a mission to get him back, and, you know, hopefully they'll go on that date. So, new characters. We had Chrissy, but, well, she died. Poor thing, she died horribly too. I wonder why. I want to know, why was she targeted? What was it about her? Was she special? Is there a reason? Was it just because she was an easy target? So I'm curious. Was she special? Did she have some sort of abilities like Elle maybe? You know, was she one of the kids from the facility? Because there was more of them scattered around. So I'm curious what was special about her, or was she just a random victim? So that was interesting. Also, we have Eddie. Poor Eddie. He's now probably going to be accused for her murder. So that poor guy is on the run, I guess. I'm curious what happens to him. Hopefully they'll be able to help him and prove that he wasn't responsible for this. So, you know, he's obviously traumatized from what he's seen. He seems like a fun character though, so it'll be fun to see his character. There's also a couple of other new characters. Can't remember their names. I know that there's a new jock character, you know, one of the basketball players. I don't know if he's going to be like the human protagonist in the show. Is he going to end up being an asshole? Obviously, he's going to find out his girlfriend just got killed. My guess is he's going to go on like a manhunt for Eddie. I have a feeling that's going to be his role, because obviously he's got to blame someone and he doesn't know about, you know, all the supernatural things happening. So Eddie's going to be the prime suspect, and I'm going to have a feeling that this guy, I can't remember his name, he's going to end up trying to hunt Eddie down to avenge his girlfriend's death. There's another new boy as well, who is Jonathan's friend. Don't know what role he's going to play. I feel like he might be a bit of a comedy relief role. We'll see. Not much known about him, just the fact that they're stoner heads together. So that's sort of his role at the moment. So we'll see if he's going to dive any more deep into him. So yeah, let me know what you thought of episode 1. Let me know what you're thinking, how it's going to develop, how it's going to end, who you think's going to live or die. You know, will any of them die? I don't know. What do you think of Massacre Elle? You know, is she going to become psycho, or is this just like a traumatic experience she's got to overcome? How humanized are they going to make this, or are they going to go full on Terminator or something on us? So I'm curious how they're going to play that out. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in episode 2.